Good morning and welcome to 14 and 16 Church Street in downtown Moncton, currently known as St. James Gate. Two separate buildings that recently, through cooperation with the City of Moncton and the Heritage Conservation Board, it maintains the two exterior facades that face the street so that you do get that distinctive identity, yet they are a full complex on the inside. We'll start with 14 Church. 14 Church was originally a wooden building for the Globe Laundry. Globe Laundry then sells to Vales Brothers Laundry. Later on again, then sold to Creans. And Creans expanded the building in 1933 and bricked it in. There's a neighboring building here that we'll talk about in a second that pre-existed. So you see that it does sort of follow at least the roof lines and stuff. It's inspired by what was already in existence. So this building right here is a Salvation Army Citadel. 1926 this was built. The Salvation Army was in Moncton since the 1880s, but in 1926 they built this beautiful citadel, sort of an Art Deco-y thing happening, sort of a pavilion, monumental style of brick architecture, and extends down the side over here. Now I don't want to turn it off and turn it back on again, so we're gonna go down the street. You see these beautiful sandstone details discolored from years and years of steam engines and trains in the area. Those details are throughout the whole building. So now I'm going to give you a little bit more of a history of this building that even people in Moncton might not know about, although they might park in the area often and drive by. They never quite see it. So it is a sort of a pavilion style, so it does have a rear part of the building between here and the Capitol Theatre. And what you actually see, you step farther away so you can see it. So this is the rear of the building that you see. And it doesn't make sense. So I did some research, and what you actually see here is a building that used to be in front of Aberdeen School, part of the Central School buildings. In the 1890s, the buildings on the grounds were sold or torn down to make way for the first Aberdeen School. So they sold off the buildings, and as we know from other videos, you bought buildings, you didn't necessarily tear them down or buy the land, so you bought a building, you moved it. So McMahon, that bought this building, sold it to the Salvation Army. It was more on the street front at the time, and they used it for a barracks for the Salvation Army. Then in 1926, the need for a bigger building, they moved this building back on the land, built the new brick building, bricked the whole thing in. So what you actually see are the remnants here. All those windows and that eave are actually remnants of the original wooden building before it all got bricked in. So that's why the rear of the old Salvation Army building at 16 Church Street looks the way it does. It's a separate original building that predates the other building by decades. So the next time you're going through the driveway, exiting the parking lot from the Capitol Theatre, take a look and see the details of this cool little addition at the back of this building.